So my name is Jason Sen. I have been in financial markets since the age of 19. I started in London on the floor of the London Stock Exchange. I applied for a job by throwing out my CV, and the option market was starting to really grow in the late 80s. So I got hired. I didn't understand what job I was hired for. Day one, I'm taking down the floor of the London Stock Exchange, which was mind-blowing for a 19-year-old. I'd only seen it on the TV and I didn't expect to be on the floor. And it was exciting because I wanted to start a career in the city. So, visually I was like, wow, I'm really in the center of the world of finance. Anyway, I was working for a broking company and I quickly moved up. They trained me up to be on the phones, taking orders, which I thought was incredibly exciting at the age of 19. Taking orders, giving them to the brokers. It was a floor trading operation. So the brokers would go into the pits. They had the color jackets on. They'd execute the options orders, bring the ticket back. I would report the trade over the phone to the broker. And it was great fun. Then in 1987, 6 months after I started, we had the October 1987 Black Monday crash. Stocks fell about 50%. That was just mind blowing for me because I'd only been in the job 6 months. I didn't realize it was a sort of once in a decade or two event. Anyway, unfortunately, by Christmas of 1987, I'd only been in the job 9 months. I lost my job. Volumes had died so much that the brokers were cutting back. It ended up being the best thing that ever happened to me in my career because I kept pushing to try and find work and I got taken on by a market making company. So instead of executing orders for customers, I was going to be trained up to go into the pits myself, stand there and trade my own account on behalf of the company. So, it was frightening. I thought, how am I ever going to do this? I was going to have to become an options expert, and it didn't happen overnight. It took 2 or 3 years before I was really able to start being profitable. Then I got headhunted by a company that was on the futures exchange, and I went over there, the London International Financial Futures Exchange. I was about 22. That was a whole new world. That was absolute chaos. It made the option market on the stock exchange seem fairly tame. Those guys traded through hand signals and just proper open outcry in the hexagon pits, shouting and screaming. It was a really aggressive, testosterone-fueled environment. So that was the beginning of my career, and then I moved on to screen trading and technical analysis, and I train people. I've been doing this for 35 years, so I've got quite a lot of experience. I've always traded my own account throughout that time as well, so apart from education and technical analysis, I have quite a lot of trading experience in options. I don't trade options anymore. It's too much to deal with. I mostly just trade Forex and some futures. That's a rundown of who I am and what I've done.